Hey y'all, welcome back to part 2. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Shy in Second Life, and on this channel we check out aesthetically pleasing places in the virtual world of Second Life, and I also sporadically do lifestyle vlogs. So if you're interested in content like this, go ahead and subscribe. Let's pick up where we left off. So I do like how they have different elevations and things like that to just bring you into like all these different spaces, just like a new feel for each space. Really, really nice. What is this? Does that say cafe? We love a good cafe. Yes. Blue Finch, you know what? Okay. When I tell you I have this landmarked in my inventory multiple times. Okay, let's look and see what's around here. I have Bluefinch landmarked as well as Blossom Hollow. So you know what? That just shows you how many times I've come here and was like, ooh, this is so pretty, I want to see it. And then I get, wrapped up. I get wrapped up in a different landmark and then I just don't end up. Plus, another thing is like when I come across lands that are big like this, look at these trees. I have to be, it's a different type of preparation that it takes, in my opinion, to like tour lands like this. Now, of course, yeah, we just, we vibing out and all of that. But I gotta be in the mood to want to like tour massive lands like this because I don't wanna not see everything. This is like, again, I probably say this damn near every video. This is my favorite thing to do. This is my favorite thing to do in Second Life is to explore. Do I care that when I explore sometimes there are not people around? No. I care about people not knowing about the land and not seeing the land at all. Am I really bothered by coming on the lands and it's not people around? No, because I feel like when there are people around, I do feel some type of way. Look at these little chocolate covered strawberries. I do feel some type of way about going into certain spaces because I don't want to impede on nobody. A lot of times people, they come here for a date. Okay, because I was like, listen, I know these hills is high, but goddamn. I know people come to these lands for different reasons, and so like I don't want to go and I'm looking at something or it's a space that I want to go into, but it's somebody in there already or somebody occupying the space. Now we saw these already, but we get to see them in a better light. So I do like when we come to these lands and they're pretty empty at the time that we come because we get to just walk around and view things the way we want to view them. There'll never be a time where I don't love a naked cake. There'll never be a time where I don't. But yeah, so I have my ankle. I know we have not talked about my ankle in a while. My ankle is pretty much good. But when I tell y'all, starting back at square one with the running, I feel so, I'm not going to lie, I feel defeated. Am I going to get back to where I was? Absolutely. But literally, being in a space where I have reverted back to walk runs, I don't like that. I was able to get a nice 30 minute, 45-minute run in nonstop. And now I'm literally like 3 minutes. It's devastating. This last run, I did 5. Now, in my defense, I am doing every other day as opposed to me running every day. And that's just because I don't want to have a re-injury. I'm like 98%. I'm not 100. And I want to be at 100 before I actually like start back running every day. And so I think that also plays a part in it, is that because I'm having these rest days in between, it's almost kind of like I'm losing some of the work that I've done the day before. But I'd rather take it slow and go this route as opposed to going too fast and then re-injuring myself, because then I'm gonna be out the game altogether all again. That shit set me down for over a months plural to be exact. And when I tell you, there was no pushing through it, it was no better on the other side. It was sit your ass down before you can't do it at all. Months I dealt with that. And so for me to even put myself in a space where I could possibly, we're going to go in here and we're going to pan in. Put myself in a space where I could possibly be back in that space where I'm like sat down for months. I'm just not willing to do. I'm okay with I'm not okay with it. I'm not going to lie. I'm gonna handle. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna tolerate taking it slow, because I know that it's not going to be like that the entire time. But I don't like this. I don't like every time I go back to run, I feel like I'm starting over. That's such a it's such a crappy space to be in. Such a crappy space to be in. I love all these little stores. They have like a little mini market. But you know, it gets better. Every run gets a little bit better. So the last run, I was able to do 5 minutes straight. And you know what? It's more than just like my ankle. It's my stamina. It's my stamina, and that is bothering me as well. Now, mind you, keeping the weight off, doing what I said I was gonna do. You know, doing what I said I was gonna do. Am I at my goal weight? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Have I fallen off the track a couple times? Come on, girl, because you know what? No. Have I fallen off the tracks a couple times? Yes, but I get right back on that bitch. I get right back on it. But the stamina, that's just like another big thing for me. And I'm just like, I don't know if I'm not hydrating correctly or what, but just the tiredness is ridiculous for me. But I still do it. I still push through, but I don't like it. Now I do know that things take time, and coming off an injury where you really have been sat down for 2 months, or yeah, it's been 2 months. I was about to say or 3, but it's been about 2 months. It's gonna take a toll on your body. It's also gonna take a toll on any progress that you made. But I know I want to be super proud of myself when I get back to the point that I was at, and be able to just like progress from that point, because I know that I know I'm gonna get to that point. I do know. Ultimate goal, I'm gonna run a marathon. You know, gonna run a marathon. I'm gonna do it. Found out that there are not a lot of black people that run marathons, or that are just like quote unquote like marathon runners, and I want to be in that number. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in that number. I really love running. I love how freeing it feels. My mom, she does not like it. She does not like me running at all. She is very, very upset that I injured myself running and things like that. And then it also didn't help that I have runner's toe and both of my toes. And so she's very, very upset about that, because she's like, it's from the running and I don't like you running and you don't want to listen to me. And her biggest thing is Jillian Michaels said, I said, don't tell me shit. No damn Jillian Michaels said, we love Jillian Michaels, but I'm doing it. Okay. I'm doing it. I love how freeing it feels. I love just being able to challenge myself to run faster and longer, and just to, you know, being able to pick up the speeds and things like that. I love watching the progression in myself. I love how my body shapes because of running. You know what I'm saying? I really like that. I like that I don't have to do too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do too much. I can just run and my body is going to shape out very nicely. I really do like that. Now, do I intend on adding weights to my workout? Absolutely. Absolutely. But for now, I'm really just enjoying the running and liking the progress within that. So that's definitely something that I want to keep doing. My biggest thing is like, I don't want to do too much, you know. I don't want to do too much and then get to the point where I'm like so worn out from doing too much that I don't want to do nothing at all. That's the space that I don't want to be in. I love this little Valentine elf. This land is so stinking cute. I love all the little cute little sitting spaces and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's been like the whole thing that I've been dealing with. Is not really dealing with, but that's been like the new journey, is me like getting back to where I was when it came to running. So I'm constantly thinking about new things that I can start doing, or things that I can start implementing back into the channel. I'm thinking about going back to outfits, you know, like showing you guys my outfits and stuff like that. Still not, I love this path. Still not going to be like dressing up for the land. I'm just gonna be, you know, when I feel like what I got on is a little cute, then I'm gonna go ahead and show it to y'all. But I do feel like I've been implementing that with y'all anyway. What is this? Oh, this is right, because we did walk away for the sky trim. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is cute. So you know what, we have not seen any rentals, and when I tell you now, I don't know where this sky tram is going to take us. We've been walking for quite a bit. We got around this land quite nicely. I feel like we've seen quite a bit. This is a big ass squirrel. Okay, y'all, so why the hell my mom sent me a picture and a big ass hawk just died in the front yard? Y'all know I'm spiritual. I was all into my spiritual bag. Like, what the hell does this mean? I am not knowledgeable about like dead birds, big ass dead hawks in your yard and stuff like that, because I'm like, okay, do we know birds die? Yes, we do know birds die, but the fact that it was like 2 inches from being on in the street, and it's like right at the baseline where my parents' property starts, I feel some type of way about that. And so I was just like looking up things. I'm like, what the hell does this mean? I'm all on TikTok. I'm on ChatGPT because I'm like, I need answers and I need them now. Couldn't find much. But you know what? ChatGPT always comes through for the win. Now, what I will say is, ChatGPT is giving Google, and I feel like because of that, I am noticing that Google is starting to like implement a lot more like AI features into the search engine and stuff like that, and I do like that. I don't know where technology is going, but it feels like it's going in a very cool yet scary space. That's just really how I feel. Cool in the aspects of look at how technology is continuously growing. Can I just sit here? Hold on, y'all gonna let me sit? Okay, Bokies, are y'all gonna let me go? But spooky in the aspects of just like, how far is this gonna go? Like, is there an end game? You know what I'm saying? Look how pretty this is. And that's just like really my whole thing is like, is there an end game for this? Or where are we taking a break with it? You know what I'm saying? I do feel like because technology is like forever growing and AI is getting so much more advanced, it does make me think like, how far is this gonna go? How many tricks are going to be played on our minds? Because when I tell you, it has already gotten to a point where I myself have found myself saying that things are AI that were actually not AI, and things that don't look like AI actually being AI. And for me, that's a bit frightening. The fact that there are definitely levels to it, and I've noticed that they are mixing in some of like the bad AI with the really good AI to kind of confuse you. And we definitely talked about this, or I definitely touched on this. Did I touch on this? I want to say that I did touch on this with maybe I didn't. Maybe I thought about it and I just didn't. When we went to the Nest Sunbird, I think that was something that I wanted to touch on, but then we ended up talking about something else. Because when I tell y'all, I don't like it. I don't like, oh, he's feeding. What the hell you feeding a damn egg? What's that? I love these flowers out here. I just feel like there's a level of mental chaos that I feel like they're trying to brew up just to kind of make it where people, it's gonna be like everybody crazy. Everybody gonna be a little crazy because it's a way to make people paranoid. Because it's like, I don't know if it's real or not. Fake information, fake pictures, fake storylines, fake news lines, fake just everything has the possibility to be fake. And I feel like that in itself is very scary, especially when it was a point in time not long ago at all. What is this? Oh, this is pretty. Well, there was a time not long ago at all where it was very easy to decipher between the two. And so now we're getting into a space where everything's very questionable, and that it makes me feel some type of way. It really does. I feel like it was not a mistake that AI is something that has come about. I just don't. I don't feel like it's something where people necessarily were like, we need something more, we need something with a little bit more razzle dazzle. I don't think so. I think with these apps where they do a lot of like morphed pictures and stuff like that, I do feel like that was kind of like the precursor. I love these watermelon drinks. I do feel like that was like the precursor to like bringing in a lot of these AI things. It's like, if we make it look pretty for them at first, we can go ahead and just add these other weird ass elements onto at the end, and they won't really notice the graduation in the themes, because they'll be like, okay, I feel like because it started out with just like, well, what I was saying was just like really nice fun pictures. So it went from just like really nice fun pictures to like, okay, well, now it's like a really cute fun animal, and you can add your picture to this, and then it can morph your picture into like a cute little rabbit, or it'll show you, put two pictures together and it'll make an AI picture and show you what your future children will look like. I feel like because it kind of eased into it like that, they were able to just like implement a little bit more and a little bit more each time, and people weren't really fazed by it, because it's like, this is not something new, but it actually was something. It was a different type of element that they were adding to it, but by the time the element had like, quote unquote completely evolved, it was already too late. we have already been immersed in it. So that now when we see videos of a dog talking, or just random animals talking, it's like, oh, this is funny. But in actuality, it's like, it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, this was not what they were doing at first. It's evolved. And if you can't recognize that it's evolved, that's scary, because you should be able to see that. You should be able to know that this is this and what they started out doing. They're two separate things now. And so we're in a space where now you can't turn back. It's like, this is what it is. These are two separate things in two separate spaces, and we have to just acknowledge that that's what it is and just kind of move forward with that. But that's scary. That's scary to me, because I feel like if they can do things like that, what else can they do?